These people worship the devil. These rituals that involve children are part of satanic rituals. They're not just creeping on kids. They're mutilating them. They are eating them. They are cannibals. Here's a post that she put up of her with two blood-soaked baby dolls. So two completely red baby dolls. Obviously, they're painted red because they're supposed to represent blood, because these people sacrifice children. Then you even have a post where it had to be blurred out, of course, because there was nudity, of some freak show, obviously inside of the pentagram, wearing his, Baphomet mask with a woman laying on the ground, and it says the devil. This is from the main designer's Instagram account. You also have this disgusting image of a young boy shirtless holding up a skull, a half-cracked skull. And you can see the sigils surrounding the child as well, all around in a circle. Then you have a picture, because this is normal. The behavior of these people is despicable. It's despicable. You think about online censorship and being able to speak about certain stuff. These types of posts are apparently okay to post. These people don't deal with censorship, of course, because the people who run Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube are all Satanists themselves. That's how they got in those positions. It's just one big satanic network. And they've taken control of everything, and that's why they're going forward with their New World Order agenda. But here's just a picture of a kid lying dead with his guts spilled out, because this is normal behavior, right? This is normal behavior to them. This is how they operate. People don't seem to understand that these freaks, these people are absolute freaks, and some of these posts I'm going to show you will prove that, as I already have done. Then you got a post where you could see like the white rabbit with young little kids, right? And she's wearing a shirt that says cannibal corpse on it because she is a cannibal, right? So what are the things that we're seeing here? The common theme. This is what people can't forget. They just see this stuff like Jeffrey Epstein. They talk about groomers, and they have to realize that these people are Satanists. They're not just groomers. They don't just do things with children. They sacrifice children. They're cannibals. It's a cannibal cult of Satanists. So they openly do what? They openly constantly show you that they're devil worshippers, right? She has the post herself that shows you that. They constantly talk about cannibalism and promote cannibalism. They have a disdain for children. They constantly, they're all pro-parenthood, Planned Parenthood. Of course, they're all pro-LGB. And then you see, these types of posts with young little, kids, just like Comet Ping Pong. There was all these similar posts, right? With bondage and things like this, where you got a little girl taped to a chair with tape around her mouth, and she hashtags it holidays, right? Because these people think that this is funny. They openly show you this stuff out in the public. They openly tweet these things. That's how ballsy these people are at this point, because they realize how dumbed down society is. But if they keep doing this type of stuff, people will wake up. Because if people start realizing what they do to children, that will get people to uprise. Because good, regular, normal human beings will not tolerate this type of stuff being done to children. Now, of course, people see it, they'll be like, oh, it's not real, it's staged, the kid taped to the chair. It doesn't matter if it's real or staged. I would bet it's real. But the purpose of posting this, who posts this? Would somebody else post this and be like, this is funny? If they weren't involved in it? No, they wouldn't. Then we move on. We have her eating I don't know what it is. It looks like it's got a hand. It could be a chicken claw. I don't know. But she tags it Cannibal Loda. That's her name. So she's tagging it saying that she's a cannibal. And people think it's a big joke. Then she's got posts, of course, of young kids running naked, right, through the woods. And she hashtags it spring break. Probably, some illustration of these kids running away from witches and Satanists. That's probably what it is. Then you have this other post of, just demonic stuff, right? A demonic with the veil over the eyes, of course, which we see quite often. These people wear veils over their eyes as they worship the devil. Then you have a teddy bear that's clearly bonded, right? So you're telling me that we don't know how this Instagram post got up. This ad campaign happened, Balenciaga's pretending like they don't know, like they don't have control over their photo shoots, right? But then their head designer is posting a similar thing, right? Bondage with a teddy bear. You don't think that, I mean, what is a teddy bear when you think of a teddy bear, right? You think of kids, obviously. And that's what they're saying right out in the open. Then she's got one where it says, that kind of a morning. So you could see this room covered in blood. I mean, it looks to me like it's real. Right? But people would never take it as seriously, right? They're like, oh, come on. She took it from somewhere else, or it's, from a movie or something like that. It looks pretty disturbing to me. And to post something like that makes you wonder, right? Even if it wasn't, something she was involved in. Just the mindset of these people is filth. Then you got mood of the night, where this looks very real, of a boy who is, it looks like he's tied up on the ground, laying on top of cardboard, and you could see the whip marks in the back. I mean, it's really, I mean, and this looks like a young boy. This doesn't look like a 40-year-old man. It looks like a string bean, young little kid who doesn't have any weight on him. Sickening. Then you got two people tied up with garbage bags over their head. Of course, this is a common theme with Balenciaga. We see, people like Kim Kardashian wearing these veils over their whole head. They're pretty much wearing like these garbage bags over their heads, right? This is more disgusting reference to probably what they do with these children by putting bags and smothering them, and suffocating them. Now you have Kanye West, of course, is connected to Balenciaga. He just lost his he was represented by Balenciaga